Hello everyone, this is Charles BridgTec with another flashlight review, this time on a Lumintop FW3A. Now this is the cool white version they sent me here. So now I'll take the sleeve off to expose the box. Kind of plain, just a logo and their name. So let's wait no further, let's open it up, see what's in. Showing you here, insert the battery from the head of the light. Now it's saying here not to disassemble the tail cap because it will come out along with the button and the spring. So just a warning, let you know to change the battery from the head of the light. Here's the user manual. Kind of tells you how to go through the UI. Again, it's got the diagram here on how to do that UI. And then here, as you can see, the ramping mode, which they call a smooth mode or stepping mode. Kind of tells you a little bit about that there. And I'll go ahead and show you those basics. As well as the battery level check, which is nice. So we'll go over some of the basics. A lot of programming options you can do on this, but we're going to try to keep it simple here for most basic operations. Now we'll go ahead and take out the extra set of O-rings are included with this. So now let's go ahead and take a look at the light. As you can see, it's very compact, fits right in the palm of your hand. Looks very good. Feels nice on this. Really nice tail clicky on there. Smooth. You can tail stand that, so that's pretty nice. You've got the clip here. Now you can remove it, but you got to unscrew and take it off, put it back on. But this looks really good with this clip on here. Feels solid. A little bit of knurling here, a little bit of knurling on the tail cap. No name, no nothing here on the body, showing that it's a Lumintop. Smooth body on here. I like the way it curves in like that. So the style and design on this is very nice. And machining and finish feel very nice on this as well. No issues here. Alright, so now let's go ahead and take a look at the special optics here. This cool white version is running 3 of your Cree XP-L high LEDs in here. And it's got a little bit of a frosted texture on that as well. Give you a real nice floody beam. Alright, so now let's go ahead and open it up. I'll show you the battery. I was running some tests with it earlier. So take the battery out, show you I'm running a very nice high quality LG HG2. Now this is a 20 amp cell, unprotected. It's going to give you the best performance on this light, and these are very inexpensive compared to some rewrap cells, so these are the best bang for your buck. Then of course you got the spring here on the head, a lot of drivers on there. Alright, and I'm going to take, even though it says not to take this apart, we're going to do it for informational purposes only. There's the spring on the tail of the light. O-ring. A little bit of grease here on the O-ring, but none on the threads, of course. I'll put this back together. I want to put this back on really nice and tight on the tail, as you're going to be taking the battery in and out with the head portion. So now we got a little blink there letting you know the light is ready to go. Alright, now UI is actually very nice, easily to program, but I'm going to show you the basics of the light. That way you'll get you started. I'm not really a big fan of a lot of the setups as far as the special features, but that said, I've gone through a couple of my lights that did have that feature, was able to program the light to my liking, so it actually kind of depends on you. So now I'm going to go ahead and turn on the light. We're going to go over the basics. I'm going to turn that light on, and of course comes on there, really nice and floody on that. So now we're just going to press and hold that switch and it'll go up via ramping. Real floody on that. Then of course if you want to double click on the ramping, we'll get your turbo. And this thing does get hot quickly, so you definitely want to keep an eye on that. It will cycle down automatically, but it does get hot pretty quickly. A lot of lumens coming out of this. Then of course we can turn that off, turn it back on. It does have memory mode, so that's pretty nice. We'll lower it back down. Show you here on the lowest setting, which is absolutely incredible. Probably less than 1 lumen. Turn that off, turn it back on. It does memorize that last light output, so that's really nice. Now while the light is on, you can triple click this, 1, 2, 3. It'll blink one time. Now it's in stepping mode, so when you press and hold the light, it'll actually step through the light outputs and go back down. Go back up. Press and hold. You can do it one at a time if you want. That's the lowest there, so actually the ramping has the lowest moonlight, so that's let you know. And then of course if you click that off, it'll turn off. Same goes with holding it down. We'll go through the lights quickly. Of course you can double click at any time to get turbo. A lot of light. I can feel the heat coming out of this. Real floody beam on here. Not really, maybe a little bit of a centralized hot spot here, but it's real floody. Just bleeds all into the spill. So now we're going to go back down. Really simple, easy operation on the UI. So now what we're going to do now is do a battery check. We're going to click it 3 times, 1, 2, 3. We'll get you a battery check mode. That was 4.1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. So 4.1 volts on that. It'll keep blinking that until you click the button. And then that's all there is to that. Now you can program quite a bit of other options on this light. It can get a little tricky, so if you do make a mistake, you can reset it back to factory. That way you can start over again. So there's no worries there. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and take this outside, see how it does in the wilderness. We are out here in the darkness with the Lumintop FW3. That's all there is to this little guy, but don't let the size fool you. Alright, we're going to get started. I have it on the ramping, so we're going to go ahead and turn it all the way to the lowest light output. And you're able to see about 2 feet. And that's about it. So we're going to ramp it up here on the water spout, 35 feet from where I'm standing. Ramp it up at about right there. See a really large light area that this thing can provide. That's 65 feet to that tree from where I'm standing. Again, 35 feet to the water spout. There it is on the fence. Remember, this is cool white. It'll be really white. Again, this is not going to be a super thrower, but it's going to show a huge area at once. And it is faintly making that tree at this light output. That's pretty impressive. Before and after. Okay, we're going to go to high here on the famous tree of life. And it blinked there, 138 feet to that tree. Look at all the light that this is providing. And we'll do turbo here in a little bit. Again, just a large area of spill and full beam, actually. Full. I'm not seeing any kind of a centralized hotspot. Just pure flood. Again, here's high. We'll show before and after. Alright, we're going to do turbo here on the tree of life. See how it does. Isn't that amazing from this little thing? Look at all that light. Now this will step down due to heat to a big, huge beam profile here. Now the spill even shines further on, almost to my feet. So just a huge amount of light showing on this light. Very incredible. Look at that. Amazing light output on this. Now it has stepped down due to heat. So we'll double click again. We'll go to turbo and we'll end it here. There's turbo again. You got a really good battery. You should be able to run turbo a few times before the battery can't run it anymore. So just letting you know that. All from this little light. All right. Hope you enjoyed those night shots. Okay, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed those night shots. Amazing performance. Now the turbo does get hot. Just warning you now. It will get very hot after a short period of time, so it's definitely not good to run it on turbo for long. But as far as that is concerned, it does have a cycle down feature in there to help keep the light at a safe temperature. So if you do forget, like I do sometimes, but most of the time I run my lights on high, and you should do just fine with this. It's still going to get really warm on here, but it's not going to get hot. I've got to take my hats off to Lumintop on this. Kind of wish they put their name on this somewhere. You know, maybe even around here or on the actual button like some of the other lights that I have. They have it on the button itself is showing the bunny rabbit and Lumintop on there. So that's my only con that I see. It's not really a con, it's just cosmetic, but I do like having a light on there that has the name on it. But as far as the performance is, this does not come with a battery, so recommend using a high amp unprotected cell in this light. That way you don't have any issues with turbo. Now as far as the build quality, always top notch with these Lumintop. Haven't had any issues with any of the lights that I've tested, even in the past. So I am working on a discount code on this, so if I'm able to get that, I will provide that in a link below. So check that out. So I want to thank Lumintop for sending me this to review, and that's it for me. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please share, like, and subscribe. That way I can bring more of these type of Lumintops to you in the future. Thanks for watching. Take care.